Hello racing fans and a warm welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best, bet with WSB. Yep, well, it is weekend racing and we're racing at Kenilworth on Saturday, and then we move over to Scottsville on Sunday, and really looking forward to being back in the capital, Pietermaritzburg. And it is the Michael Roberts race day as well. Well, we've got 5 horses that we've picked out for this weekend. 2 at Kenilworth on Saturday, and then we got 3 on Sunday at Scottsville. So I trust that you're well, you're keeping fine, and hopefully 2023 has been a good start for you. If not, well, this weekend all that could change. Let's begin with our 5 to follow, and we'll begin on Saturday, and our day will begin very late. It starts off in race number 8, which is around 16:15, 4:15. It's over 1400 meters. And here I really like the look of Brett Crawford's runner called Silvano's Dasher. Will be partnered by the man on top of the log, who is Keegan DeMello. Well, Silvano's Dasher, he's got a very interesting profile when you have a look at it. He was a winner on debut, and then something happened at his second start. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but obviously they had to take their time to nurse him back to full fitness because he was off for 6 months. And he had one run back in May 2021, back from that 6 months break. And then they gave him another break. They gave him 4 months off. And during that 4 months, they gelded him as well. Well, obviously, they're on top of things when it comes to his issues. And the fact that the gelding has also seemed to have worked well for him, because his record since is absolutely faultless. He's had 4 runs for 3 wins and a close-up third. And his last win was his most impressive of his career to date. Just the way he got the job done over that 1400-meter trip, beating a horse called Quasi for sure. And 4th in that race was Silver Falcon. Well, next time out, Quasi for sure and Silver Falcon ran 1-2, so that form line looking exceptionally good. He's drawn 1. He'll have the run of the race. And when you have a look at his mark of 100, I think he is a true 100 over 1400 meters, and he could achieve higher if he has to progress to the divisions as well. So from draw 1, run of the race, I think he'll have all in his favor, and he's no doubt the horse to beat. Then we move along to race number 10 at Kenilworth on Sunday. And here I'm going for a solid horse with solid form. And when you look at his profile, well, beside his debut run where he finished 5th behind Zapatellis, since then he's just been faultless, hasn't he? He's been an absolute dream horse for Justin Snate. His record reads, 12 starts, 3 wins, 5 seconds, 2 thirds and a 4th. And anything up to 1800 meters suits him fine. He actually won very well a few starts back, in fact 4 runs back over 1800 meters where he came from off the speed. Now his pedigree interests me because he's a half-brother to Charles, and he's a half-brother to the very famous 3-year-old who's an absolute star called Charles Dickens. And what a race did he run last weekend. He ran his heart out. He was beaten by the biggest outsider in the field. That script was never written, but he still showed what a game horse he is, and he's got a star career ahead of him. That is Charles Dickens. But the sibling that interests me from his pedigree is his half-brother Somerset Mohan, because Somerset Mohan has won over 2,000 meters, and I think this individual is now crying out for the extra distance, and I'm expecting him to relish the extra 200 meters, number 8 Steinbach. So Richard Faree, we'll leave him to the job of the draw, because it's just 8 runners that go to post at the time of recording. And having watched the way this horse races, I think his best races are patient ride, off the speed, and if he does enjoy the extra 200 meters, which I suspect he would, I think he's no doubt the horse to beat. So race number 10, horse number 8, Steinbach. Then I've got 3 horses on Sunday at Scottsville, and I mentioned it is the Michael Roberts race day. Well, Michael Roberts will go down as a legend in the game, an absolute star, and he's done well since he's been training as well. And I think his best chance of having a winner on the day does come up in race number 4, and this is one of the horses we're going to use in our trackside treble, and that's Isn't She Bonnie? Isn't She Bonnie is the daughter of Karari, and she's had 2 good runs to date. Of course, when she debuted, she just found one better on the day, and then next time out, if you have a look at that form, she was third behind a horse from the Mark Dixon stable called Spirited Flight. And I was actually surprised because she beat Spirited Flight first time out quite comfortably by 4 lengths. And she then reversed the form with this filly, Isn't She Bonnie? What's also worth noting is that second in that race behind Spirited Flight was a horse called La Pura Vida, trained by Garrett Van Zyl. And I can tell you that La Pura Vida runs at Kenilworth on Saturday, so keep a very close eye on La Pura Vida and see how she runs, and if she does come close to winning, or if she wins, then your confidence will certainly grow with number 4, Isn't She Bonnie? She's coming off a short break. She's been off for 4 months, so it all depends on how well she is, but I suspect that Michael will keep her fresh, and if those legs come out running over this 5-furlong trip, she no doubt represents the best form in this race. And again, it is Michael Roberts' race day, and hopefully he can have a winner, and I suspect it could be here. Number 4, Isn't She Bonnie, in race number 4. Then race number 5 is over 2,400 meters, and here we are going with number 9, Twice Golden, who took some time to notch up that 4th career win, but it came in facile fashion at that penultimate start. Wow, the way he won that day, he made that field look very, very ordinary. And the handicapper did get notice on how well he won, pushing him up from a 61 to a 69. And then last time out, well, it was at Greyville over 2,400 meters, and the way he won over 19.50, no doubt the extra distance suits him nicely, and it was going to at Greyville, but he was just running on powerfully, but he was running on too late. A rock fall skipped at the right time, and he was the best finisher that day. He's back at his favorite course. Scottsville is his favorite track. He's won twice over the course and distance. In fact, all 4 of his wins have been at Scottsville. And whilst his rating is a much higher now, having been pushed up, winning so well at a penultimate start, well, with the claim 2.5 kgs, I think he's still nicely in here, racing off a net 64. And with 52 kgs on his back, I'll make him the horse to beat. Number 9, Twice Golden. He's in form. The stable's in good form. The young apprentice is just growing in confidence as he gets chances. And I think this horse ready to make it 5 wins in his career from 38 starts. And then our last of our 5 runners comes up in is it the lucky last? I just want to double check. No, it's not. It's race number 7. It's one before the lucky last, and if everything going according to plan, I think 8 Beechamwood Boy will definitely give us a big run for our money here from the Wendy Whitehead stable. Now, he won after his win, which was quite early in his career. His form was then going up and down. In fact, if you look at it, it was going more down than up. And then the stable decided to gallop him. They galloped him on the 10th of August 2022, and since then, well, he's just been faultless. It's just been an upward motion with his form. He's won, he's run 2nd, and he's run 3rd. And they've gone with cheek pieces as well. That's a very interesting equipment change. And with Calvin Habib up, who actually won on him 3 starts back, I think this is the type of horse that will give you a solid run for your money. And as I mentioned, he does look like a different horse since he's been gelded, number 8, Beechamwood Boy. And that's going to be our 5 to follow. Well, you'll have 2 trebles up on the World Sports Betting menu. And I trust that you're going to have a wonderful weekend punting, and hopefully, whatever you're playing and wherever you're playing, things fall into place. As always, on behalf of World Sports Betting, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer. Until we meet again, you take care. Salani Gashle.